Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fausto Pugliese, president and founder of Cybertree University. I'd like to apologize. I'm a little under the weather right now. I lost my voice a little bit, but I'm going to do the best that I can to educate you, not only just even entertaining you a little bit of what's been going on in the market, but there's been a lot of exciting things that have been happening, and I'm happy that everyone's making the opportunity to be here because this is probably one of the best jobs in the world, and I want to prove it to you how to do it right, because today's topic is how to turn market volatility into profits. And that's what it is, because there's been a lot of volatility lately in the market. You probably have seen, the Dow Jones going up and down the way it does. We're going to talk about some stocks that are moving big time. A lot of airlines moving today. A lot of brokerage firm accounts getting crushed, making big comebacks. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. But the key, what you need to understand today, is how to play the game. Now, before we get started, guys, I'd like to just get to know a little bit about everybody here at that is logged in to this free webinar. Now, please keep in mind this is strictly for educational purposes only. So, question is for everyone, can everyone just give me a chat back and let me know what kind of trader is everyone here? You're a stock trader, options trader, day trader, forex trader. What kind of trader is everyone? Okay, Williams, futures trader. Greg, day trader. Stock trader from Joan. Linda Betts, stock, and I'm your student. Well, welcome. Good. Casual day trader occasionally, also long-term investor, Peter. Well, for everybody here that wants to be a good investor and long-term trader, just want to let you guys know that you have to understand how to day trade first, because what happens over the course of the day is what's going to trickle down towards the long term. So that's the key that everyone has to understand. Learning options and day trading, good. And also about options traders, all you options traders out there, you have to learn how to stock trade first to understand how to options trade. People do it backwards, and that's not the way how you're supposed to do it. You don't want to be playing a poor man, playing a rich man's game, and that's what I notice a lot of people are doing. So you want to be careful of that. All right, guys. So with that said, guys, let's move on and let's talk about how we turn market volatility to profits. But before I do that, I just want to do a quick little intro, tell you a little about what we're going to learn. We're going to talk about discipline, journaling. We're going to talk about high-frequency trades, which you hear a lot of, dark pools. We're going to talk about KISS method, stocks we've traded, and so much more. Now, just to kind of let you know a little bit about me and so everybody understands, why am I here? Why am I listening to Fausto? What could Fausto teach me that someone can't, And why would I need to get educated? Well, that's what I want to kind of address really quick, because every single one of you here need a mentor, okay? And don't think twice about it. You know and I know you wouldn't give your money to anybody that did not learn anything about finance. Well, if you want to learn finance, you better learn from someone that could teach you finance. But if you want to be self-taught, well, I'm just going to give you guys a heads up. Trading is an 80% failure rate. And even if you succeed, it would have been a hell of a lot cheaper if you learned earlier than learning the hard way and it's losing money. Now, how I became a very successful trader over the years, I've been in business for 20 years. I have trained probably 500,000 people so far in my lifetime. I've trained more people in this world probably in any school because I've been doing it for so long. You could see there from the two photos, just a couple of months ago, I rang the closing bell, okay, with Steve Forbes, who rang the closing bell for the first time himself, too. So we were both, people ringing it for the first time. On the right-hand side, there was a big article that Forbes wrote about a bunch of kids tormenting Wall Street. I was one of those kids, okay, 20 years ago. Now, the thing is this. Maybe you read some articles about the SOS bandits. I was one of those SOS bandits, one of those original day traders. Now, I love to trade. I have a passion to do it. I think everybody's out of their mind if you even consider giving it to someone else to trade. You could do this all yourself, okay? But I don't want everyone to be like how I started. And how I started was some ignorant punk kid that said, you know what, I don't want to spend the money. I don't want to waste my time. I passed my 7 license. I was working at a brokerage firm. I said, let me do it myself. And I lost miserably. I blew up 3 accounts, okay, lost several $100,000s of my own money, including my family's money. Why? Because I thought I knew what I was doing, okay? And I don't want anybody to go through that. And the only reason, the number one reason why I did that, and some of you here I know are starting to admit that's me right now, the only reason why I did that is because I was being ignorant. I was being ignorant. I thought I can read a couple of books, follow what's going on CNBC, listen to a couple of free webinars, and let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, and remember this, the only thing that's free is the cheese in the mousetrap. So, over the years, ladies and gentlemen, I finally, fortunately, had my sister, who did get mentored, took me under her wing, introduced me to her mentor, and I learned how to be a very successful trader after 6 months. It took me a little bit longer than I wanted to. Actually, it was almost a year, but with today's technology, things go faster. Now, the thing is this. I didn't want anybody here to lose money, okay? And I believe that after what I went through, every single one of you need to be educated. So what I did was I traveled around the world, and I competed against every single school, and I beat every single one of them. At the Money Show was one of them. I've been to Paris. I've been to France. I've been to China, all over Canada. I beat everyone I competed against. Why? Because a lot of people out there are not traders. Okay, they're good speakers, they're good PowerPoint presenters, but they're not traders. Now, I did come out with my new book, 2014, and it just came out, How to Be Market Makers in the Old Game. I don't know if anyone here read it. It's a great book, fast read. Wiley just published it. It's the first day trading book that's been out in a year, actually. 20 years. So what are we really here to learn, ladies and gentlemen? We're here to learn how to make money. Now, to make money in this business, you have to learn. MR, I love your slogan. MR saying there's no free lunches out there. Greg and Linda says, great book, Fausto. Thank you very much. It is a great book, especially if it's something that you're doing, right? There's not too many books out there. And one thing I want you to understand is that when you watch CNBC, you watch any of the financial stations, when you look on the floor, who do you think the best traders are? The guys out of there. Well, I was one of those guys, and I'm going to teach you how to do it the right way. So let's get and learn how to do it the right way, guys. So day trading versus swing trading and investing. Major, major difference. Everybody here likes the idea of day trading. They like the idea of the part-time convenience. They like the idea of finding things that are moving in the market. But what happens, people don't realize that they're mixing and matching, okay? Let me explain to you. And I don't care anybody, and I challenge any one of them. If you use indicators for day trading, you're going to lose, okay? The problem with indicators, they're lagging. Day trading is just following the orders. That's all it is. And I've trained a lot of students and instructors that have worked at Cybertree University have moved on and started their own schools, which were flattered about that. I'll be honest with you. But one thing that all my students and instructors always learn, including myself, that you can't mix. This is oil and vinegar. Now, what is the major difference between swing trading and investing and day trading? Okay, swing trading, investing is buying and holding. Day trading is you're in and out the same day. Big difference, okay? You're just looking for volatility. In swing trading, you're not. But whatever happens over the course of the day is going to predict what's going to happen on a swing and investing. In swing trading, when markets go up, that's basically what people are looking at. In day trading, what volatility and movement in the market, that's what we're looking at. Swing trading investing, it's focusing on fundamentals, okay? Day trading is focusing on the technicals of the volatility. Actually, let me get my little crayon out here so you guys can follow along, a little pointer. Swing trading is focusing on long-term focus. Day trading is just short-term focus. Swing trading is focused on securing an investment. Day trading is just focusing on the day, stays pay. That's all we're looking for. Swing traders are averaging about 10 to 20% a year. Day traders are focusing about 20 to 30% a month. Okay? Major, major, major difference. So, yes, there's a lot of money to be made in day trading, more than you could even imagine, but you have to understand how to play the game. And if you're a swing trader, an investor, or an options trader, remember, it's all predicated what happens over the course of the day. Now, why do 70%, actually I predict it's 80% of the people fail, is because they trade in the market and realize that this is not investing. This is a job. All right? Who here loves waking up in the morning to trade? Anyone here look forward to it? You get up in the morning and say, you know what? I can't wait till tomorrow. Greg says I do. Gabrielle says I do. Don says I do. If you don't love trading, I'm telling you right now, I'm doing you a big favor. Log out of this meeting and go back to your day job. All right? You know and I know, every one of you had a job in your life. Every one of you have a business. We all know it's, some of you, a lot of you are entrepreneurs. You know, the United States is one of the, you know, not to knock any other country, but I feel that the United States is the best opportunity for you to fulfill and make money in the markets, okay? We dictate what goes on, but you need to know how to play the game. And when you wake up in the morning, you know, if you love what you do, you'll be very, very successful at it. But you can't go out there and think you're going to trade by having someone out there do it for you. No one is going to care about your money more than you. So how do you do that? You got to have the right brokerage account. The biggest failure rate, the number one biggest failure in trading, ladies and gentlemen, is people open up a brokerage account. Anyone here have kids? Any of you here have kids? Anyone? Would you give the keys to your child that never ever learned how to drive, never took his road test or permit? Would you? You know, so the thing is this. By you having access to a brokerage firm, you have access to the keys to the car. And what ends up happening, you're going to try it, you're going to play around, you're going to see how things go, and then you're going to say, if I like it, then I'll learn. Let me tell you, the reason why I stress this so much, because I am so convinced that I'm going to train every person in this meeting. There are over 200 people in this meeting, and I feel that every single one of you I'm going to train, but I know that not every one of you, I am the guy for you, and you're not going to move forward with me. But I want to stress the importance of this webinar is that why trading is a great job, why there's so much money being made, why you should be doing it, and why you cannot do it on your own. And one of the things that people always want to do, they want to try it out, and they open up with the wrong brokerage account. And then what happens, you start realizing how to make a mistake. Now, let me tell you a funny, actually it's not funny, it's actually a sad story. Have any of you guys heard what happened with FXCM, the brokerage firm, the trading? Actually, stock went from $17 down to $1 in like 2 days. Okay. Well, let me tell you, and we're going to talk a little bit about that, and want to kind of educate you, not about the stock, but about the brokerage firm. We had a trial member in our room, and a student, okay, that just starting out. He had an account open, was starting out, and what happened was he went out there and he bought. We were tweeting it and we were trading it, and we bought the stock at like $1.20, $1.30, and the stock got halted, okay, on Friday morning. And then what happened? It opened up in after hours on Friday. It opened up. The stock opened up at $4.30. Okay, ladies, think about that. We told you we traded at $1.20, and we got some of the traders got in it, got the halt, and it closed. It opened up after hours at 4 o'clock. Now he tried to contact this brokerage firm, and the brokerage firm wouldn't let him out. They would not let him out of the stock. and because he had the wrong brokerage account. They says, I'm sorry, you can't trade you can't trade the stock. They're like, why not? It's trading after hours. And they says, sorry, you don't have the right account. Well, think about it. If you had 10,000 shares of that stock, a dollar stock right there, right? That's a $10,000 investment. And now you have a $40,000 profit, and the brokerage firm's telling you you can't sell it. What do you think? Why? And then what ended up happening? The stock on Monday opens up, actually Tuesday, and now the stock drops down to $1.60. Just lost almost a $30,000 profit, okay? So the thing is this. Here you are, ladies and gentlemen. You have the right, and forget about, listen, I know Jonathan, Greg, I know we all are trading FXCM. Some of the students are here. We'll talk about the stock a little bit at the end of the presentation. But what I'm trying to get to is this. Everyone ever heard a penny cheap, a dollar foolish? Anybody ever heard of that saying? Being a penny cheap, a dollar foolish? Okay. So just because he was being cheap, he didn't want to spend the extra money and get the right execution system. And when it was a penny, it was like an extra $1 a ticket, and some other margin requirements are necessary, but it cost him about $30,000. Is that what you want, guys? Imagine explaining that to your wife or your husband, that you're in a trading account or you're trading someone else's money, and then the reason why you couldn't take a profit because you were being cheap because you had the wrong brokerage account. Okay? Has that ever happened to anybody? I mean, think about it. Can any of you guys trade pre-market and aftermarket? Would your brokerage firm allow you to do that? And if you're saying no, why not? Why won't they? Of course they could, right, Gab? Right, Mike? John, of course they could. So getting back to what Clint Eastwood said, sometimes if you want to see a change for the better, you have to take things in your own hands. Unfortunately, it cost them a $30,000 profit. Now, post live orders out there. So now you have to understand you could become a market maker. You could place bids. You could place offers. You could become a brokerage firm. You don't need these guys anymore. All right? Now, one thing I'm going to be offering all of you at the end of this presentation, I'm going to invite all of you to come join me for a week. And not only that, I'm going to teach you guys how to make how to make money in the pre-market. Okay? Who here would like to join me live for a whole week and do a workshop with me to see how to trade these stocks in the pre-market? Anybody here could do that? Fabio's got like a big wise. All right, so don't go anywhere. At the end of this presentation, I'm going to tell you how to do that. Listen, you guys ever see somebody trade live? You ever trade side by side by a 12-time champion? You're going to get the opportunity to. And then hopefully by then that will make you realize if trading's for you or not. See, the one thing I always like to do is I want you all to realize that trading's not for all of you, okay? But it's a lot cheaper to see someone show you first than going out there and learning the hard way. That's the thing you want to look at it. So getting the right execution system is very, very important. Now, another big issue that a lot of people have is discipline. Who here has a discipline issue? And William, getting to the gambling part of it, to me, gambling, the definition of gambling is not having control, and when you don't have control of what's going on, that's gambling. And everybody here, we gamble every day. You drink and drive, you're gambling. You're driving a car, you're gambling. You buy a house, don't know what it's worth. When you get into it, everything's a gamble. You get married. Hopefully you're going to live the rest of your life without getting divorced. No, it's a 60% failure rate of divorce. It's a gamble, So, but when it comes to trading, it is a extreme high risk gamble, not knowing how to play the game. So let's talk about discipline. Who here has a discipline issue? And you're right. A lot of you saying, discipline is key. You're improving your discipline, Jeff? Good. Well, how do you improve your discipline, everybody? Let's see if everybody can answer this question. How do you improve your discipline? That's true, Peter. Playing by the rules. but it's a lot more than that by playing by the rules. Okay, Donna, practicing and learning, okay. Greg says having a mentor, good. Training, Fabio, good. A lot of you are saying practicing. Education and practice. Mary says trade and plan. John says follow my setups. Learn to be patient, Jim. I like that one. Having a plan. From Dan, Maria says trading rules. Okay. Well, one of the things I train my students what to do, obviously the most important thing that's going to teach you discipline is journaling. Who here journals your trades? Anyone here ever go on a diet? Anyone here count calories? Anyone here listen, you got a limit. That's it. You go to McDonald's, you can't eat anymore for the whole day. You could have salad till your stomach blows up. You can eat 15 times a day. Trading is the same thing. The only way you build discipline is journaling yourself, because what happens is if you don't know how to play the game, what you see right here, controlling your temper, and you could end up trying to get even and get yourself in big, big trouble. So that is what makes traders focused all the time. All right, so understand something. Being very good in discipline, you have to know how to play the game, which a lot of you guys are going out there and you're mentioning. But trading, I want you guys to understand something, and this is something very, very careful. I want to listen to me carefully on this one. Trading is a part-time job. It is. Trading, you're only supposed to spend about 10% of your time. The other 90% of your time is on education, just like what you're doing right now. So to be focused when it comes to trading, just keep in mind this is not a full-time job, which is pretty cool. So how do we start learning discipline a little bit more, what some of you just mentioned earlier? You got to look to practice with a demo account, paper trade, have a coach out there. Anyone here follow sports? Who's the best golfer in the world? I just found out about this about 6 months ago. Who's the best golfer, would you say, in your time, or of what you know? McCavin, we got a couple of people. Philip says Tiger Woods. Palmer says Mike. All right, you know what? I want to talk about professional athletes, okay? You know and I know. I don't care where you went to college and played sports, okay? And I've trained professional athletes all the time. But you know and I know, as well as we know we can't compete against those guys, right? We know what's our standards. Well, because these guys are good, like Tiger Woods and Jack Nicholson, all you guys. But did you know, like I just found out, do you know Tiger Woods has like 5 coaches? I was just, do you guys realize, like, why is Tiger Woods need a coach? I mean, he's not good enough. Why do these guys need coaches? Why does a professional athlete have to go to the gym and work out? I thought he's gifted. I mean, they are gifted, but still got to keep up with the Joneses, right? Right, to focus on the same pattern. So the thing is this, as all of us, now listen, you guys are professional athletes, right? Think about it. Don't you want to be an athlete to trade in the market? Wouldn't you say you're an athlete? I would think you are. This is what makes you good at what you are, right? Fabio's saying, hell yeah. You are a rock star. You really are. You are, listen, and the only reason why you're going to get better is learning from the best and learning and having a coach learn how to do it. Because we all want to do this. That's the only reason why you guys are here, right? But how do you get better at it? Well, I'm telling you the steps that you need to go by. First of all, it's the wrong brokerage account. People are getting out there, they're trying it out, and they're getting themselves into a hole. They're bouncing around. You're not focused. They're trying day trading. They're trying swing trading. They're trying investing. They're looking for cheap tickets. You're all over the place, okay? Listen, being a good trader Have any of you guys ever thought just starting out with like 100 shares just to learn, just to practice, just to see how it goes? I did an event the other day, speaking, and somebody goes, Faust, I can't make money in 100 shares. I can't even cover the ticket costs. Yeah, you know what? You know what? A lot cheaper not affording to take to cover the ticket cost than being in a stock that like FXCM went from 17 down to 1, or everyone's talking about what happened yesterday. Netflix, right? What happened to Netflix? Netflix popped and went to what? 330 to 400? Yeah, what happened for the guys that own it at $487? Back in September. How's that working out for them? So the thing is this. The only way you're going to learn is you need to start out small. And you got to learn from those mistakes. You're going to lose money. It's part of the game, And if you're not trading, you're not going to learn. See, demo trade only lasts so long. Eventually, you got to learn with real market. You see, a lot of you have to realize that I trade almost every single day. I try to trade listen, unfortunately, there are holidays. Monday I couldn't trade because it was Martin Luther King Day, Holidays to me, it's like a day I'm going to lose a trading, you know what I mean? New Year's Day, really? Okay, whatever. But it's, what it is what it is, So the thing is this, you have to trade to learn. If you don't trade, you're not going to learn. I love trading. I don't have any morals. I have no feelings for the stock. I have no allegiance to any of these stocks. If they go bankrupt tomorrow, I've been around the 2008 crash. I've been around through the internet bubble in 2000. I've seen it. I've done it. I lived it. Okay? I've seen things that will blow your mind. And I trade in every single one of them. But you guys are just starting out, and I'm going to make a guarantee to all of you. Stock market's not going out of business. Nothing is going to change. We will always need doctors. We will always need lawyers. Okay? Social Security doesn't pay enough. You could depend on your pension. But at the end of the day, you're all going to end up back to trading. Now, we're going to get to a couple of examples, Peter. I'm going to show you a couple of things, but I just want to kind of cover the discipline part, the attitude, the preparation, because trading is a lot of fun doing it. So the thing is this, the faster you make mistakes, the faster you're going to learn. We all know that car's not worth $10,000, but a lot of you don't know, well, why would I buy a stock today like FXCM? The stock was $17. There's bad word all over the place. You think we care what's going on with it? As much as we do care, maybe personally if we know the company, but there was a hell of a lot more of an opportunity to make money in FXCM than Microsoft today, right? There was a hell of a lot more money to be made, in a stock NERV that was up 17% than the QQQs that was only up 1%. Why are we all here? To make money. And that's what we have to look at. So let's follow those rules, and let's talk about a couple of strategies here. Let's talk about the next biggest mistake that people make, okay? And let's have a little pop quiz, all right? Everybody ready for a little quiz right here? Okay. Who do you think are the best traders? Where do you find the best traders? Can anybody tell me, where do you find the best traders? If you had to go somewhere, where would you feel like you could find the best traders? You all should be able to answer this question. All right, Phil is saying New York. John is saying the floor, the exchange. Mark says not here. Meaning probably not back at his house. Which a lot of you are saying on the floor of the exchange, New York is the financial capital of the world, the market makers. Okay, good. All right. So do we have access to see the guys on the floor? Absolutely. We're seeing on CNBC right now. We can watch them. Okay, good. Now, my question to you guys is this. When you see the guys on the floor, you see those monitors that they got going on back there? Everybody see those monitors, right? You know what I'm talking about? You see all those numbers that they're on the floor and stuff like that? Okay, good. Could you tell me how many indicators do you see? How many charts do you see up there? How many charts? Wow, some of you are saying 2. Well, you know what? I probably would agree with you because there's probably about 200 monitors. There's got to be a chart somewhere, right? They don't have no indicators. There's nothing there, okay? So basically, another big mistake, if you want to understand how to trade, is everybody wants to learn about indicators. Do you guys know who invented indicators? Who invented indicators? That's right, Greg. Anyone else wanted to answer that? Jesse says the Japanese. Willie, Mike, Greg, mathematicians, right? Nothing against mathematicians, but do you want to learn from a mathematician or do you want to learn from a trader? Because at the end of the day, you start getting crazy with all these indicators, and then you're going to be like this little kid and like, you know what? By the time you trade the stock, it already made its move, and you're kind of chasing it. Still can't figure that one out, right? So one thing that we teach here at Cybertree University is keep it simple, okay? Don't go out there and start trading stocks. Now, let's talk about volatility, all right? So I have a question for everyone, and here's another little pop quiz. Every single one of you should be able to answer this question. It's the simplest question, and you all should score 100. How do stocks go up and down in the market? Every single one of you should be able to answer this question. Come on, there's 200 of you. Don't be shy. Come on, Clarence. I haven't seen from you. Benjamin, Barrett, don't be embarrassed. No one's going to make fun of you. No one can see your chat. If you don't know the answer, I'd rather give me a question mark. Good. Every single one of you, I would say 95% of you answered the question right. It's supply and demand. All right. So now let me tell you one of the biggest kept secrets. Now, if this doesn't convince you, then I'm the wrong guy to educate you, okay? What is it worth to you if I was able to tell you that I could show you right now where all the big block orders are? What would that be worth? If you could see 70% of the volume out there, what is that worth to you? You have a trade right now. Like, think about it. You own a stock right now. Do you know where 70% of the buyers and sellers are? Because if you think you know more than 70% of the buyers and sellers out there, which you own like 1,000th of a percent of what's going on in that stock of an interest, you're on the wrong side. Mike says it's priceless. Willie says it's worth $1 million. Good, good, good. All right. So let's talk a little bit about it. All right. Now, the thing is this. Anyone ever heard of level 3 before? Actually, I'm sorry. Let me take a step back. Anyone ever heard of level 2 before? Ever heard of level 2? Okay, good. A lot of you have. A lot of brokerage firms offer it. It's where you see all the brokerage firms buying and selling it. Peter, you have it? Good. All right. Now, who here knows how to, who here, have you ever heard of level 3 before? Anybody heard of level 3? Gabrielle says, not until I joined Cybertree University. Thank you very much, Gabrielle, for sharing that. Okay, so let me tell you what level 3 is. Level 3 is called total view. Now, this is the difference between level 1 and level 2. Level 1, okay, gives you the best bid and best offer. Level 2 is showing you the best bid and best offer of the brokerage firms. Level 3 is showing you all their bids and all their offers. So when you look at this example right here, ladies and gentlemen, here's all your buyers, here's all your sellers. These are the amount of shares that are looking to be bought. This is the price they're looking to buy it. 900, 1,300, 500, 1,000, 5,000. So now you get an idea where, where's some type of volatility is at. And then you look over here in the ask, and boom, you got 71,000 shares. Now, I don't know about you, but that's pretty substantial for someone to advertise a big order like that When people look at only buy 500 and 300, and you got a 71,000. All right. So what does that tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Is there a supply or a demand for the stock? What does that tell you? There's a pretty substantial supply, right? So with a substantial supply, what do you think the price of the stock is going to do? It's going to go down. It's going to go down. Remember, with a big supply out there, the stock will go down. With a big demand out there, the stock will go up. You all know how to trade, supply and demand. All right? So these are things that you have to keep in mind, understanding how to when it comes to trading. A lot of people get discouraged. They look at the charts. They wait for indicators. They want to know why it keeps going up. They can't figure it out. Nothing is crossing with each other. The Bollinger Band's not crossing with the SMA 200, and then Haley's Comet didn't come across, and by the time they figured it out, the thing took off. But all you needed to do was follow the money. That's all you needed to do. So one thing, what we teach you here in Trading 101 at Cybertree University, what we always kind of preach at Cyber Trading, is that before you buy a stock, you got to follow the demand. You got to see where the buyers and sellers are, because you can't dictate the price of the stock. It could be the best thing since sliced bread, but you know what? If the traders are not interested, it's not going anywhere, and that's the way you have to look at it. Okay, so there you have that, ladies and gentlemen. So how do we find these stocks? Okay, so let's talk about the next biggest thing. This is what everybody wants to learn. Fausto, how did you find this one? How did you find that one? Well, at Cybertree University, we run a professional trading room. Now I'm going to bring it over to you right here. Okay, here's our trading room. All right, now we have a lot of students in here right now. People pay $300 a month to be in this trading room. All right, and we're out there trading stocks, and you could see, let me just bring this up right here. We run audio. We run, you can see we have other instructors in there that are working with us. We talk about forex, options, stocks, everything. Okay, so we'll come back and look at this, and we'll check back with that. Okay, but what we do here, ladies and gentlemen, the way we find stocks is, oops, hold on one second. Let me fix this for you. There we go. Is we run a professional online trading room, and then we also tweet and text. Okay, so I want to talk about some stocks really quick. Okay, have any of you guys ever heard of the stock called IBIO, LAKE, and APT? Anybody ever heard of those stocks before? Getting a lot of no's. You know what? I'm not expecting that anyone probably ever heard of these stocks before, okay? But you could see here, we tweeted it, we texted it. This is back in October. But the reason why I'm bringing this up, because this is something very exclusive, and because something right now is happening, which will explain why I'm showing you these stocks, okay? Lake, you could see, was a stock back in October 1st. We were talking about it, ADP, all of them, up over $1 in my meeting at 9:45. So we're tweeting this as we're going along, okay? Lake was a call done on 10/1. Now, you could see, oops, you go back. And let me bring up an execution system here. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm going to bring up Lake over here. All right. Now, October 1st was right here. Does everybody see that right there? That was October 1st. And what happened going up all the way up until October, on the top left-hand corner, October 6th, This stock literally ran to $29. All right? Pretty substantial from a stock that went from 6 all the way to 29. Now, don't ask me, well, why is it back at 9? That's not day trading. Yeah, if you were a swing trader, you got crushed, okay? But we didn't day trade, swing trade it or invested it. We day traded it, okay? So that was that stock. Hold on, let me fix this so make it a little bit easier for you guys to see. Hold on. There we go. All right. The next stock I want to bring up is APT, okay? Same stock. Back in October, I called it out, went from $3 all the way to $11. All right, so can anybody tell me, what do you think these stocks have in common? Why did all these stocks go up the same exact way? That's right, Jim. Ebola. These companies made those rubber suits because of it. All right, so how could they go up so fast? How did they get a contract? How does this happen in 2 days, less than a week? You know what? I don't care, and I don't want to know. All I know is that me and my cyber group traders, my cyber traders in my trading room, we did very, very well with this stock. Now, let's talk about today. What's moving today? Well, if you look at our trades, let me try to bring this up over here. Okay, so if you look right here, ladies and gentlemen, you can see some of the texts that we've made today, and you'll notice that one of the big trades that we traded today was JetBlue. All right, now why would JetBlue be up big today? Why would JetBlue be up so big today? Anybody trade JetBlue today? Look at JetBlue. JetBlue started this morning. We called it out, went from $15 all the way to $16.30. Earnings? No, absolutely not. Fuel is down. Fuel is down. 70% of the tickets are predicated on fuel. If you look at the percentage gainers and losers, ladies and gentlemen, you'll find a lot of stocks up there that are up big. That are all airline stocks. All the airline stocks are doing very, very well today. Okay? What's another one? Probably never heard of this one. About VA. Same thing. Virgin America. There you go. $40 to $42. They're all moving really, really well. So, well, these are things that you have to look at. Now, do we own it now? No, I don't even care about the stocks. We made our money. The day's over. If you traded the stock in the morning, look how you would have done. You start at 9:45. You're done at 10:30. You made yourself $2. What is $2 times 1,000 shares? Anybody know what's the answer to that? Maybe you can't afford a $40 stock. Let's look at JetBlue. What is a $15 stock? $15.50 minus $16.30 on 1,000 shares. If you bought it at 9:30 and you sold it at 10:30 and you were done, even if you got greedy, you sold it here. How much money did you make? Not bad for a day's pay, right? Who doesn't want that job? How many of you here know who makes $800 in an hour? Only guy I know is some high-end lawyers, and he had to go to Harvard University and spend over $250,000 just to get in the door, and you need A averages, and you got to be invited. Could you imagine that? The audacity of these people. You want to go to their school, you're willing to spend your money, and they won't let you, even if you have the money. So what do you need them for? You do it yourself. So let's talk about our big winner right now that we have. All right. You bring on my PowerPoint. There we go. All right. So our other big winner is FXCM, a call that we made out on 1/16. All right. So if you look over here up on top, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the tweets that are going on right now. FXCM, we traded it. And FXM won a big move. I love the stock day trade. It's almost trade, most of all, an investment. It's a day trade, and most of all, it's an investment. So I didn't even just think it was a day trade. It was an investment. FXCM is like Bank of America back in 2009. So if you love Bank of America back then, you should be drooling over FXCM because it's in the same situation. It's about 3 hours ago. FXCM is up almost 100% from where we called it. It's still a big buyer. I mean, I'm still a big buyer on it. That was at 260. You know where it is right now, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go check it out. Where are we? All right, so it went up as high as almost $3. All right, guys. So you do the math. If you bought the stock at $1.50 and you sold it now at, let's say, average $3, how much money did you make on that trade? About 100%. A lot more than that. Did pretty damn well on 1,000 shares. Who here can't afford to make a $1,500 investment? Who here can't afford a $1,500 investment? Because this is why options are a problem. Because people says, well, I didn't know you could make money that cheap. I'm investing $1,600 on an option play. I didn't know I could do this on a stock. Who here doesn't want that job? So at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, who here wants to learn how to do this for a living? APP up 300%, IBO up 400%. These are all the Ebola stocks. What do they all have in common? The Ebola. That's what that is. So potential income. Buy 1,000 shares, stock moves 50 cents, you make $500 a day, 20 trading days, you make yourself a six-figure salary. Not bad to work an hour a day. And listen, I'm not blowing smoke, guys, okay? What I'm offering all of you, okay, is this. Who here could come and join me for a week to watch me show you, and not only that, but to meet traders, students that I've trained that are trading every day? Who here wants to do that? Mike, you know what? Thank you very much for sharing that. But you know what? If anybody, if there's any students out there, could you share your comments in the actual trading room, in the cyber group room? Because that would probably be the best place to share, because people can't see your chat. So if there's any students in this room, just please post it up in the cyber group room, and then I'll be able to show it and share it with the comments. So while some of them are doing that, who here wants to start learning how to make money? Well, if you do, want to give you guys a little quick heads up. Cybertree University, we teach for more schools, more brokerage firms than any school in the industry. We were also ranked #1 school 6 years in a row by Equities Magazine, and for some of you who logged out late, just kind of a quick little reminder, I'm a 12-time champion. I beat every school I competed against in trading. All right, just got a couple of comments coming right now. Let me just bring this up. Mike Sage is just putting up a comment right there. Fausto, you cannot find a better mentor than Fausto. Mike, thank you very much for sharing that. These are traders right now. There's about 105 of them right now that are in the trading room, that are trading in the market. That's what we're doing, and they're right now trading in stocks. And right now is the slow time, so there's really not that much going on. So how do we become a better trader? Well, this is what I'm going to offer all of you. Basically, for $30, this is all I'm asking for. Money back guaranteed. I guarantee you, if I don't impress you in 1 week, you got 1 week of watching me trade for a week. Okay, $30. That's all it is. And not only that, but you're also going to get a workshop that I'm going to give you where you're going to be trading with me. We call it just $1 a minute. Learn to make $1,000 a day. That's basically what the slogan is. That's what I'm going to teach you what to do. So if you guys want to learn how to make $1 a minute, if you want to watch me trade for a whole week, all I ask is $30. Now, the reason why we have to charge you for it, because, obviously there's 200 people in here. We'll have 1,000 people in there. And, we want people that are serious. And also, we're just trying to cover the cost for the webinar technology. It's very expensive to run these systems. Listen, unfortunately, the webinar companies don't work for free. But I'm willing to, okay? I'm willing to work for free because hopefully you'll be impressed to realize if this is for you or not. Now, if you are looking to learn how to trade, If you really look and learn how to trade, there's nothing really to lose here. It's fully guaranteed. You get your money back. All you have to do is call 877-70-CYBER, or what you could do is you can go right to our website and you can register online. And let me show you how to do that. Let me just bring up our website right here. And if you want to register, all you need to do is go to cybertrainuniversity.com, and right on the home page it says Live Level 2 Crash Course and 1 week in our Cyber Group Professional Trading Room. And then you will see stocks like FXCM, like Fairway, like BlackBerry today, like JetBlue, like, Lake, and all of them. So that's all you need to do is go right to the home page and register for it. A couple of questions coming across here. Can students still attend for free? Yes, absolutely, Bill. If you're a student of Cybertree University, you're allowed to take it for free. Any other questions? Now, just remember, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to trading, and let me put the number there for you again, just to kind of reiterate a little bit more what I wanted to kind of address today. I want you guys to realize that no one cares about your money more than you. And, brokerage firms are trading against you if you haven't figured that out yet, all right? They're doing everything they can to procrastinate because at the end of the day, they don't make money at $7 a ticket. If you really think because you're going from a $10 brokerage firm to a $7 brokerage firm, listen, if I was them, I would do it for free if I could do it, but, if I can. But this is not how they make their money. They make money by doing what I'm showing you. Now, what do you need them for? You could do it yourself. But the cheapest trade you can make is learning how to do it. So what's the worst thing that you're going to get out of being in a trading room and listening to audio and watching students that are doing this every day? And fortunate, you could have probably, if you came on Friday or it did this week, you could have doubled your money on, or at least 100% your money on FXCM. We do this every day. Now, one thing I do want to address, because I know one of you is just asking me right this, what about the losers? You know what? Exactly. I'm happy that you asked that question. When you log into my trading room, don't judge Cybertree University on its winners. Judge us on our losers, how few we have, and most importantly, how we control our losses, which you all know you have a major problem doing. So we'll show you how to get out of losers and just moving forward and run with the winners. A couple of questions coming across here. Let me just answer them. How do you register? Yes, basically you can call 8770-CYBER, Mike, or you go right to our homepage of Cybertree University, click right on that page right there in the middle, enroll today, $30. Do you teach futures? Yes, we do, William. We teach futures, we teach options, we cover it all in the trading room for a whole week. Are these options on most of these stocks? No, Len. Not all of them. Not every stock has options on it. Where can I get level 3 from? Bernie, great question. Buy the $30, and I'll show you where to get it when you're in class, in the workshop. Because the last thing I want you to do is go out there and buy it, and then meanwhile you do more harm than good. It's like saying, where do I buy a car without getting a driver's license? Yeah, you know what? You're not buying it from me. I want to be responsible. Can we trade options in stocks that you pick? Absolutely, Mike, you can. But I really prefer what we recommend you do is just observe. How long do you have into the trading room? It runs all day. It runs from 8:30 in the morning to 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Eastern Time. Can we postpone our trial if we buy it today? Yes, you can. If you're not going to be around, talk to the education advisor and tell them when you want to start, and they'll take care of that for you, okay? This is specifically on stocks, not on futures, the workshop I'm going to be doing. But regardless about the workshop, you're going to be covering more about, you're going to learn that in the trading room. Willie, you will not receive tweets for this. So, you receive tweets if you want to subscribe down the road. And by the way, there's no extra charge, guys. One of you asking me what happens after 7 days. Nothing. You want to continue? Great. You don't want to do business with us? That's fine. We appreciate the vote of confidence just being there. How about from trading overseas? You could trade overseas, absolutely. We have a lot of people that trade overseas. Our further students all the way out in Australia and Singapore. And you'll meet a lot of them in the trading room. Now, for some of you that are buying it right now, I see a bunch of you buying it right now. Just to kind of give you guys a heads up, as soon as you purchase it, you're going to have access to the trading room immediately. So on your dashboard, when you log into Cybertree University, you'll have access to the trading room immediately. Just make sure you talk to the education advisor so he can tell you what you purchased and what you're about to expect for 30 days, okay? All right, guys, so, that ends our presentation. I hope everybody learned a lot on the importance of what a great job trading is all about. And, hopefully everybody here will take the time to realize how great trading is and will make an investment in being there. Remember, this is guaranteed. When you buy it, if you're not satisfied, let us know. We'll give you money back. But hopefully it will give you a good foundation of trading. This is what you want to do. Remember, guys, if you think education's expensive, try ignorance. The worst thing that could happen is that you learn something. So go out there, make a small investment, learn from someone, but please don't be that guy that wants to be self-taught, because those are the people are part of the 70 to 80% failure rate. So with that said, guys, what's the cost after the week? It's $300 a month. So it's a pretty good deal, paying only $30. You're getting it at 1% of the cost, and there's no extra fee. You don't have to pay for it. There's not going to be billed or anything. So it's a $300 a month subscription. You're paying $30 for it. No problem, Mike. Thank everybody. From myself and everyone here at Cybertree University, I'd like to thank you all for being here, and look forward to seeing you all in the trading room in the next few minutes. Thanks, everyone. Happy trading, and be careful out there.